Press that button like 3 times. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? I swear I am on time. I pressed the button like 3 times to transition and none of them worked. I was like, what the fuck? So I pressed it really hard and fixed it. I need to be careful. I need to be careful with the water. I did a mini test before I showed on screen. It goes high. Oh my god. It makes clothes disappear. The water makes my clothes disappear. I'm risking it for the biscuit. It feels like it's going up to my... It's so risky. Oh my god. I might get banned. Oh my god. Good morning, everyone. I finally was able to catch a live. Hi, Hope. I am doing good. I hope you're doing very well yourself. How is everyone doing? 1 second, I need to move my front fan. Every time the water comes in, I'm like, is it going to show my vagine? Is it going to show my vagine? Water is risky. The water is hella risky. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. It's Saturday. It is Saturday. And you want to know why I'm streaming today? Because tomorrow morning, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream because me and my dad are going to watch a movie in the morning and I don't know when that movie is going to be ending. So I might not be able to stream tomorrow. I'm literally waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm then going to be going out by 9 o'clock in the morning, and the movie starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. Me and my dad have both decided that we're going to walk, because it's a nice, 20-30-minute walk. My dad said it's a 10-minute walk. I said, you're a fucking idiot. You've not walked it often enough to know actually how far it is. It's about 20 to 30 minutes. And he's like, nuh-uh. And I'm like, yeah, hard, trust me. Granted, the way that he would probably end up walking will take significantly less time because his approach basically goes down Stab Alley. And I'm like, no, I'm going by the river because it's safer and nicer and there's nicer people by there. You know, apart from the homeless people who actually want to, steal your shoes. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so I'm streaming today to make sure that I stream over the weekend. That is why I'm live today. I will say, I have learned a lesson this weekend when it comes to me streaming on a Saturday. I'm going to try to convince my dad to shift our going to the store to be Friday night instead of Saturday morning or Thursday night. Why? Because it lets me do more shit. It lets me sleep in the morning. Film? What? I will probably stay in bed, not the shoes. Not the shoes! I have no shoes. I'm barefooting right now. I'm no shoes right now. We're safe. We're safe. I am not Puck. I am not one of those. I'm not cringing with socks and water. Okay? Love you, Puck! But I'm not cringing with socks and water, okay? Feet for free? For free? Yes. Feet for free. Every time the water comes up, I panic. They're not right. The toes on this avatar are not right. I like Puck. I love Puck. I sent them a really cute video of a cat in water yesterday, and I said, even this heathen goes in water with socks on. And it's just a cat swimming in water, and it's reluctant, and then it starts swimming. And Puck's like, oh my god, they're like me for real, for real. And I'm like, yeah, because they got little white socks on, and they're in water. And both of you are adorable. And they're like, yeah! I'm like, yeah, you're both cute, I love it, it's so cute! But yeah, I love Puck. Puck is lovely. Puck is amazing. Puck hasn't responded to say, hey, the thing I gave them actually worked properly. But yes, how's everyone doing? How was everyone's week? I hope you didn't miss me too much. So no, I will be trying to stream tomorrow. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to, because I don't know when the movie ends. It says it starts at 10 a.m. Well, 10 past 10, I think, is the time when it says, but I don't know if it's starting at 10 or you can go into the cinema at 10. So I'm kind of like, if it starts at 10, I might be able to stream on time, but it's a 3-ish hour movie and then we got to come back. So it's kind of like, hey, I'm probably not going to be able to go live. I might be able to go live. It depends on if we can get out and we go straight home. If we get out and go straight home, we're safe. We're Gucci. If not, fuck. But how is everyone doing? How was everyone's weeks? Did you guys have good weekies? Did you have a lovely time? Did you guys do awesome things were you energetic? Were you productive? Or were you a lazy bones and spend your day in bed? Did you bed rot? I forgot to charge my phone last night. And I was like, oh, god damn it. Oh well, 40% battery's fine. And I just throw it on the charger and I just mean the charger all morning. I was watching Disclosure Day before stream, by the way. That's why I kind of seem a little bit late, because I didn't get to finish it. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's a good movie, but it has the problem of endlessly changing locations without context, or very minimal context. It's like, we need to go somewhere different and safe. We need to move. We need to go somewhere different and safe. And it's like every 5 seconds, we need to go somewhere different and safe. And I'm just sitting going like, come on, guys, just same shit, different, same shit, different timing. What the fuck? Guys, we need to go somewhere safe. They know where we are. How do they know where you are? Psychic. It's like, what the fuck? Upload a new VR Abby. Upload a new VR Abby. Ooh, so you were productive this week. You were very productive this week. Awesome, so awesome. Let's go. I'm working on a cool mechanic for my avatar. So when I finger gun with both hands, it activates, it lets me do a finger thing, because I want to, you know, when you do like a finger heart, it looks really shit, because to do a finger heart in VR, you need to do like, and you can be like, and then you might get a heart, like the semblance of a heart. I'm like, no. So I thought, I'm going to take finger guns and then have it so when the hands go close to each other, they change into like the latter into each half, and then they form, when I put them together, they'll form a heart. I'm working on that at the moment. Yes. You were productive. I'm proud of you. I'm going to turn my AC colder quickly because it's set a bit too high and I'm getting fucking hot. There we go. We ran out of milk this morning. I had a coffee and was like, damn, I'm really, like, I need a coffee. I woke up this morning and went, I'm gonna drink some water because I'm not dumb. And then I'm gonna drink a coffee. And then I drank my coffee and went, shit, I just had all the last of the milk. I don't have any more milk. I can't have more coffee. And then I remembered I had a Monster in my mini fridge. So I got a Monster. It was nice. It was a blue one. And the temptation to put it in my ass was very strong, but I have stronger will than you would realize. So yes, black coffee. I can't do black coffee. It just doesn't make me want to have coffee. I have to have a little bit of milk. Only a little bit of milk, just to smooth out the coffee a little. Haha, save it for spicy streams. I did! And now I have to try and do it again. You do prove it. What do you mean? I need context for that one, Jake. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I can't have black coffee. It makes me not want coffee. Yes. I love how we're listening to Katy Perry. But how's everyone doing? I hope everyone had a wonderful week. I had nothing but shit games on Overwatch yesterday. I had nothing but shit games on Overwatch yesterday, and it made me want to uninstall the game. And I said to myself this morning, I'm going to log in, I'm going to do the last of the dailies, which I missed yesterday, and we're going to go in, and we're going to try and finish up the last of the dailies and get the current event rolling done. I then proceed to do it all, and I had one game which was fucking amazing. It was the best back and forth game I have had in a fucking long time. I was Cat. I was a fucking cunt. I was committing nothing but war crimes. Like, genuine, like, pissing off of the enemy type shit. Absolutely brilliant. I fucking love the changes they did to Jetpack Cat. I will say, though, they should make the jetpack on Jetpack Cat slightly bigger, but keep the cat just as big. Like, make the jetpack on Jetpack Cat slightly larger so the hitbox is bigger for other people, but keep Cat about the same size, and then obviously make it so the cat himself, I can't remember the name of them. Begins with an F. I know it begins with an F, but they should make it so the cat themselves is the crit box, and then the jetpack itself is the whole shot thing type deal. So you can't crit them from the back, but you can from the front. But yes, have you tried Demon in Overwatch? I have played Demon in Overwatch. Day one, everyone was running the alt glitch that came up. Demon had a really horrifying and annoying, oh my fucking god, what the fuck is this glitch? Where if they got their health down to really, really, really low and ulted just as they were about to die, they basically get infinite green health, which is like unheartable, apparently. It's supposed to be an overheal, but if their health is nothing but overheal, they're like, ah. So the trick we found is whenever you see a demon with green health, nothing but green health, you back off and you start letting them get heals up, and then they instantly die because their body goes, oh shit, I should be dead right now, because the system catches up. But day one, it was everyone rocking the glitch and like abusing the shit out of it. Hi, Andrext. I need to add more sounds. I need to sit down and do that. It's on my list of shit to do. I promise. I promise. Oh my god. Yes. But what was I thinking? Yeah, Demon is fine. I personally am not a support. I'm not a tank main, so I don't really like get them. They are a good tank. I think they're a good tank hero. I think their mobility needs to be full XYZ location. I think when they boost, they should better boost up and down. Boost up as well as down. I think just having it so it's whatever they're in contact with is what they boost around is kind of like, add a little bit of extra height mobility to them and they'll be fine. Like, allow them to dash upwards and go, and then jet upwards type thing. But have it so, obviously, if they jet upwards, the fuel goes quicker. You know, a little trade-off. You want to have it so they can go up? Cool. You going up is like, you can dash this far forward, you can dash this far upwards. So it's like, if this is how far they can go, you half it, and then say that's how high you can go. Like, that type of shit. So going up burns more fuel. Little trade-off. Hello, Phantoms! How are you today? I hope you're doing very good. How are you feeling, hon? I'm being very risky today. If the water touches my ass, my clothes will disappear. They're like dissolve. They're like auto-dissolve stuff, and it's freaky. It's not that. I'm not that far on. Oh my. Yeah, I'm fine. I keep mentally going, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get banned. They're gonna, Twitch is gonna see my pussy and be like, no, we can't have that. You hope. I don't want to get banned. I'm just risky. I'm just feeling risky today. I have a doctorate in gooneromics. What the fuck? Let me be risky, please. Ugh. I'm surviving, dissolving clothes. What fun. It dissolves in water, apparently. No, it's something to do, some bullshit to do with just like world ordering and stuff. Risk it, future the biscuits. What? What? I had cupcakes yesterday. Little chocolate chip muffins. Itty bitty bitty ones. I went to the store with my dad. We went through the what we do is when we go around the shop, there's a bread section in the store, right? And I can't have gluten, but there is a gluten-free section, and sometimes they put the gluten-free shit in the normal bread aisle when it's on sale. So I said to my dad, we should go down the bread aisle, see what they've got. And it's Friday night. It was like 8:30 at night, so it was like borderline about to close. So the sales were insane. There was 2 gluten-free options on the table. There was the gluten-free chocolate chip muffins for 83p, 83 pence, or there was the or there was the fucking what's it called? lemon drizzle cake for like 73p. And I looked on the fucking my dad was like, ooh, the lemon drizzle will probably be really nice. And then I look at the top and I said, I don't think you want that. And he's like, why not? And I said, look at that. I think that's mold. And he's like, nah, that'll be fine. You just cut it off. I said, you don't want to cut off mold on moldy bread or moldy bread like stuff? And he's like, why not? I said, because the way that mold grows is it impregnates throughout the whole thing and then blooms. And all you see is the bloom. By the time you see the bloom, it's too late. And he's like, oh, yeah, good point. Muffins. Little muffins. They're like the size of my pinky. They were tiny. They were like, oh, I'm done. Hi, cowboy. Good morning. But yeah, they were quite cheap. Normally they were like £4. Because like gluten-free shit is really fucking expensive because they charge a premium for fucking people's allergies. Mold. My dad said it was sugar, I said it was mold, and he said, look, it's white, and I said, look, it's green.
I have a date!
Pango!
This new Helldivers update has me almost breaking my damn keyboard.
Do you want to know who I've seen playing loads of fucking Helldivers over the last couple of days? ADC. ADC has been playing it fucking non-stop off-stream, and I think a little bit on-stream. Can't even complete a level 4 solo anymore due to enemy amount. Oh shit, did they not tone it down after the player base kind of just faded away? Is it like, oh yeah, good luck. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. GG. GG. I still need to do the GG design, by the way. It's on my list of shit to do. I'm gonna add the GG design. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. Helldivers remind me of aliens. Don't give them ideas, cowboy. You will literally have it where it's just like fucking, I don't know, and they'll literally have it so you go fight the xenomorphs on like the xenomorph homeworld or something, and it's just gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? That would be fucking dope, though. Imagine you go on and it's just an skin alternative. It's like an alternative, and you're going up against the standard xenomorphs, like face huggers, and the fucking like what was it? You've got like the fucking guardians, and then the fucking the queen is like the big bitch, and then you have the fucking king. Just so you know, I grew up on I grew up on the Alien franchise shit, and I know the whole lore. There is an alien king. In one of the comics, there was an alien king that was basically a experimental bastardization of a queen, and it made a king, and the king couldn't produce offspring, but it had such amazing power, and it was like twice the size of the queen. But it wasn't as strong as the queen, but it had like tendrils, and it's like, fucking Christ. Design-wise, awesome. I'm really, really shocked that I haven't tried to put it in the thing. Isn't that just Aliens Fire Team or whatever it was called? I have no idea. Here's the thing. My opinion when it comes to alien games, is this. Alien Isolation, fucking amazing. It plays into the whole how the alien universe works. It works really, 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 really well. But whenever Alien tries to do anything outside of the Alien Isolation style games, it's always basically trying to piggyback off of other games and stuff, and then they're basically just standing there going, guys, look how amazing this is! And it's crap. It's always crap. They're always shit. They're like half-baked ideas with no fucking things. It was like, you know that game that popped up, and it was like the 4 or 5 people versus the one giant monster? And then they turned around and said, oh, we can do the same, but with Alien or Predator. And it was terrible because it was essentially Space Marines were either underpowered or overpowered. It was never in between. And it was like, shit. What's your favorite Alien movie? So, the first Alien movie I ever watched was Resurrection. Alien Resurrection was my first Alien movie. So I got introduced to it in I want to say one of the most graphically rewarding, I think graphically speaking and visually speaking, Alien Resurrection is probably one of the best because it hybrids really relatively decent CGI versions of the xenomorphs and good practical variants of the xenomorph. You had the Queen in its most gorgeous fucking royal aesthetic possible. And then there was like, you had Ripley, who was fucking incredible. The story was relatively easy to follow. You had, I want to say Alien Resurrection was my first one. I will say, if I didn't watch Alien Resurrection first and I watched Alien, I would say Alien would be my favorite. But Alien 1, the original Alien movie, kind of had like, it had problems, and it has its problems. It was trying to create its own, it was like early days trying to create a format, and it did amazingly. But Aliens is the better of the two. Alien 3 kind of just went, hey, we have an idea, can we run with it? And they went, sure. And then they kind of kept changing their mind. It was like, shit. Hi, Skelko! I think Alien 3 is decent if you ignore the bad CGI. Granted, they have the option now to go back and fucking fix it, because I think a fucking YouTuber went back and fixed it. I think Alien Resurrection, graphically and visually for speaking, was a really, 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 really good movie for the time. Alien 1 was a great introduction, though a little campy in its in what happens with it, but I still think it's really good. Aliens is the best one of all of them. Granted, I'm gonna be a little controversial. I'm gonna be an absolute fucking cunt. I'm sorry, Resurrection was your first. I think visually speaking, Resurrection was just. I think visually speaking, Resurrection was great. I mean, visually speaking, Resurrection was great, and I think people turning around and being like, I'm sorry for it was your first one. Listen, we're not going to talk about the fucking baby alien, the babyan. That's what I'm going to call it. The fucking weird hybrid thing that they throw into it. I'm not going to talk about that thing. I think they had a cool concept and a bad execution. I think they got under budgeted by that point, or they burnt it all on the CGI, because it was early CGI. In my opinion, though, and I'm going to be that weird person who turns around and says this, I personally think... What's my favorite one? I think all of them. I'm actually going to say this now. I think all of the Alien movies have their own merits in their own little ways. It's really, really hard for me to choose. I think Alien Covenant has... I think Alien Covenant is amazing. I think Alien Covenant is really, really, really fucking good, but it is sitting there having the problems of Prometheus. I think Prometheus turned around and tried to do a cool idea, but didn't really execute it very well. They should have done it as a part 1 and a part 2 type thing, rather than just being like, well, we've got a good one story. It kind of felt like it was a bit too much. A bit too much. I think the Alien series... Aliens, the new Alien series, I think that was done gorgeously. I think the Alien series is fucking amazing. But I'm a weird person. I just like the Aliens. I like all of them. It's kind of... I will say this. Aliens, best one. Alien 1, good. Alien Resurrection, graphically amazing. I think Alien 3 probably had the best, like, characters, but had shocking, weird, bad points when it comes to the story. Aliens vs. Predator 1 and 2, because we're going to bucket those two fuckers together. I think they were a cool concept, poorly thrusted. Poorly glued together to try to expand the universe, which didn't really need much expanding. Prometheus tried to do something really cool, and tried to do, like, religious grandeur, which was completely unnecessary in my opinion. Covenant tried to fix Prometheus, and I think it did a relatively decent job, but it kind of obviously struggled with it. I do like the xenomorph from Covenant. I think the design is fucking amazing. Oh god, you got the Alien TV series. I think that's awesome. I think the Alien TV series was really fucking good as well. But yeah, I like kind of like all of them, but number 2 is definitely my favorite one. With with Resurrection being a close second. Also, hi Macro, how are you today? I hope you're doing very good. Hello, Skalko. Hello, Doctor. Hello, Gonze. Hello, Doba. Hi, Cowboy. Hi, Swag. Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing today? Yeah, I've been watching a couple of movies. I'm watching Disclosure Day at the moment. I had to kind of pause it so I could come and stream. Definitely a background movie, not one where you just sit down and go like, yes, this is going to be. I'm going to spend my entire day watching this movie. It has problems. It has problems, and it's like, so in my last stream, I talked about the problems with second screen scripting. There is another problem with movies which try to avoid second screen scripting, where kind of you need a little bit of light second screen scripting for them to work. And it's this dumb mechanic, or it's this dumb thing where moving locations, where it's like moving locations constantly without context. Does that make sense? You know the movies where it's like, we've got to go from point A to point B to point C type thing. And they're going, oh, and it's just constant chaos all the fucking time. And it's like, why are you moving again? Why are you moving again? Motherfucker, why are you moving again? What is going on? Why are you moving again? And it just feels like constant, okay, you're moving again. Okay, you're moving again. Why did you leave the last location? What happened in the last location? Oh, they found us. Why did they find you? Psychic. And I'm just sitting there going like, motherfucker, why? It's like Lord of the Rings did traveling. The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies did traveling from point A to point B as a story mechanic really well, because it basically turned around and used the new locations as respites between the traveling. The problem with a lot of modern movies which try to do the traveling shit is they turn the traveling into they turn the locations into the chaos points, and the traveling is the respite. They reversed the formula, and it's like no. Where they are should be the respite, and the traveling should be the chaos. Lord of the Rings is the best variant, I would say, with that, because Lord of the Rings turns around and goes, you start in the Shire, something happens, and you get introduced to Minas Tirith through Gandalf basically going there to use the library to find out about what the One Ring is. Then he comes back, and then the traveling starts. And then you go to Rivendell, there's a break. And then you go to Rohan, there's a break. Then you go to... It's like every time there's travel, there's a break, where a location is your respite, and everywhere else reverses that shit. And it's like, stop doing that, please. Hello, Katie. Hello, magical queen, Miss Katie B. How's your day going? Gorgeous. It's going really, really well. I had a couple of really fun games in Overwatch. I'm watching a movie off stream. I'm going to the cinema tomorrow with my dad, which is going to be really cool. But like, yeah, it's going well so far. I've got a couple of things which I need to keep on top of after the stream, which I will be doing. I will do that straight after the stream. Don't worry. But yes, the new Simpsons movie is starting to shape up. Just sat and saw the preview for the D23 from Disney. I got some good movies coming up. I heard there's a new Vision TV series thing coming up, and I'm like, I kind of want that. I kind of want that. Katie ran out of milk. I did, but I'm not gonna lie. We had 2 pints last us a week, Jake. Normally I would get like a good 2. I get like a 4 pint, and then that would last us like a proper week, and I'd be heavy on the coffee. But we had 2 pints. It's like 2 or 3 pints. I think it's 2 pints. Yeah, it's the thin but tall boy. The tall. Thin but tall bitch one. The small ones will last me 2 days. The tall ones last me about 5 days. 4 pints a week here. 4, but yeah, the taller ones. I think it's either 2 pint. Yeah, I think it's 2 pints. 2 pints of milk last me about a week, roughly about a week. It's the small one, the small square one. Those last me about a day or 2. The taller ones, which are the same width, but different, like 2 and a bit times the height. I think those are the 2. I think that's 2 or 4 pints. Those last me about a week. I like my Weetabix. I can't have Weetabix. It has Wheaton. Hence the name. Hi, Doba. Good morning. How's everyone? How was everyone? How was everyone's week? Did you have a good week? Huh? You have a good week? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Side note. Well, we have some more news on the frame. More news on the frame. Apparently, the FCC, the American like fucking regulator people, apparently they were withholding allowing it in because of bullshit reasons. Apparently it's now, the Steam frame has now been approved, so we might actually get some news on the frame very, very, very fucking soon. So I might actually have a new fucking VR headset. We might better get a new VR headset. And now I need to figure out who is my sugar daddy gonna be to help me get my VR headset. What will I reward my sugar daddy with for getting me the new VR headset? And that is the question. Don't you think? How much is it? We don't know yet. That's the problem. I might need a collection of sugar daddies to help me get it on. I might need to pull out. I might need to yank the wieners of like 3 or 4 sugar daddies to make sure I can get myself the new frame. Hi Raven, good morning. I might actually use my credit card to get it. Welcome in. Hi Vadia. Yeah, I might use my credit card to get it and then try and pay it off. Or I might look into like getting a small loan from the bank. I don't want to do payday loan. I might just turn around and say, I just need this for some work equipment and I'll pay it off as quick as possible. I say 6 months to pay it off. That's fine. Cool, awesome. I can do that. Hi Raven. Good morning. Sugar gang. Sugar gang gang. Whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. But no, I want to try and get it at launch, so I might try and do it. It's a shame the frame isn't starting to look like it'll be that much. So, the thing is, the frame is this. Right now, in terms of competition, when it comes to the Steam frame, you need to think of it like this. You have the Pimax Crystal, which costs you 2,000. And apparently you have to modify the crap out of the Pimax Crystal to get it to actually, the Pimax Crystal costs about 2,000. You have to modify the shit out of it just for it to be comfortable. And if you're lucky, it might be comfortable in the end. They've got they have really, really, really good, they've got really, really good, pixel density on them, though. And, the resolution on them is really, really great. I don't think it has supported foveated rendering, but it does have native eye tracking, which is kind of confusing why it doesn't do foveated rendering, but I might be wrong. I haven't really looked into it. I just don't think it has it, but I probably might be wrong. You then also have the Big Screen Beyond 2E, specifically, the 2E. Side note, the Pimax and the Beyond are both cabled headsets. Both of them are eye tracking, both of them are regarded as ultralights. Both of them have their problems. The Pimax is apparently really really bad when it comes to what is it? They're really uncomfortable with having it on your head. You have to get a whole new strap. You need to get a separator thing, and there's you spend 2,000 on it and you need to spend an extra 300 to make that thing
Iron
comfortable.
deficiency gang stand up. Everyone falls down due to lack of iron.
Don't do that. That's mean. But side note, if you want to get rid of the ads, which start in 60 seconds, you can feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to, then you get ads in a minute. They're only 2 minutes long with me, so yes. But yeah, the Pimax Crystal, really uncomfortable, needs modifying to make it comfortable. Then you have the Big Screen Beyond 2E, and apparently it's very comfortable, but getting it right is difficult because to get the gas, apparently the 2E has its problems of you need to get the Halo strap, making it more expensive. It is a cabled headset, it's an ultralight headset. But with all the bells and whistles on it, it then turns from being an ultralight to being more of a standard weight. And it is cabled. But I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it has foveated rendering. I could be wrong, but it does have eye tracking. which is both. Both of them have eye tracking. Now the frame. Let's talk about the frame. Resolution on it isn't going to be that massive. It is not going to be huge. Also, I'm getting my face tracking Monday. Let's go! But yeah, the resolution on the frame isn't going to be massive. It's not going to be massive. We have confirmed, though, it has foveated rendering, has eye tracking, and it is wireless. So I'm going to say this now, as long as it's priced at around the same, or as long as it's priced around the same as the Beyond 2E, I think you're fine. I think in terms of what you're getting for it, I think it's actually fine. Foveated streaming, not rendering. Foveated streaming is the same as foveated rendering. Because the way it works is it uses the streaming means that when it's hooked up to a computer through wireless or wire, it's streaming it into your headset using the eye tracking information to increase or lower the resolution. Foveated rendering is what's done on system side. They basically turned around and said, computer, show me titties. Computer, give me more titties, please. But the way that they've got it set up is the foveated streaming is the same as rendering. It's just a different name for the same shit. Ad break. But yeah, I think as long as it's priced similarly to the Beyond 2E, I think it's fine. I think it's actually fine. And I'm going to be honest, most people aren't going to get the big storage version. I'm not. I'm going to get the cheapest version and get all the... I'm going to get the cheapest version and get all the attachments for it. That's my plan. I don't need like a terabyte hard drive in the headset. I just want the headset as cheap as possible. I'm going to be having it plugged into my fucking insanely quite powerful PC. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's my plan. That is actually my plan. Get the cheapest version. I think the cheapest version is like a 200 gigabyte storage thing in it, and it's like, okay, cool. And apparently that's going to be it's going to be way cheaper, like 100 or 200 cheaper. It depends on if there's any like performance differences between them, though. I doubt there will be. I doubt there will be. It's 256 and 1 terabyte. Yeah, I think 256 gigabyte for what I do is more than enough. Like, genuinely, I think it's going to be more than enough, because at the end of the fucking day, I am not going to be going... Macro. Outside of Beat Saber, Gorilla Tag, Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades, VR Chat... What is it? The most popular games for VR are Beat Saber, Half-Life Alyx, Gorilla Tag. VR Chat is the most popular, just so you guys know. There's like 300,000 players on this a day, apparently. Even on like slow days, it still keeps itself up to 250,000 plus, which is insane. Considering how old the game is, it's actually insane. What was the other one? Beat Saber, Hot Dog, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. There's like maybe 6 or 7 fucking games for VR which are played regularly. Like, I'm planning on when I get the frame, I'm gonna do Half-Life Alyx again. And by the way, I'm really, really hoping they announce Alyx 2 with the frame, because that would be fucking awesome. I do wonder, would mainstream foveated rendering for VR end up just being DLSS or FSR, but only upscale where you're looking? So the way that foveated rendering works is it takes what you're looking at and it gives you higher resolution. It means that when like I'm looking at chat, the words will be crystal clear, but then at the edge of my screen, like if I'm looking here, the bubble if I'm looking, say, here in like this circle, everything around this area is slightly blurred, and then everything further away is very blurred, and you will not be able to spot it. You will not be able to see it. it will be impossible for you to actually see, because at the end of the day, you want to look hit. Try standing there, staring at a point, and then pay attention to what's happening at the edge of your vision. You will not be able to see it. It's not going to be, you're not going to be able to see it. Alice 2 doesn't exist. Given Steam's track record of introducing or announcing a game, given Steam's track record of introducing or announcing a game with new hardware, oh god, given Steam's track record of announcing or releasing a game whenever they introduce or announce a new piece of hardware, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually did drop Alex 2. They didn't. Did they do? I think they did do one with. I think they did do one with the Steam machine, but it wasn't nearly as like widely talked about. I think it was one of those little test game things, or it was a Portal one. Probably, I'd like a Portal 1 and 2 VR port. Do you want to know what I think? I think if they were to do a Portal game for VR, it would be it would just be a genuine, it would be genuinely this is like, it will be Portal VR. It won't be like its own thing. It'll be like its own game. Oh, Portal in VR would be bad. You are not wrong. Portal in VR would be pretty fucking bad. Portal in VR would be very bad because of the momentum puzzles. But if they were to do a VR Portal VR game where you don't need to do momentum puzzles like you would in the game, like jumping for a portal type thing, imagine they do it like this. Portal pop up in front of you. Think you do a portal in front of you. Think similarly to how Doctor Strange does it. But what you do is you go point over there, pull the trigger, ring this way, forms a portal. You grab it and pull it towards you. The portal goes over you. You then teleport up to where you were going. You can do cool shit like that. There's no reason why you can't. Bitch, hi, Nom. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch? How are you? Are you okay? Yes. But no, I understand the momentum problems. I'm a lucky bitch. I know I'm lucky to actually be like able to move around in VR without vomiting. I'm also able to like smooth time without getting fucking dizzy. So I'm a good person like that. Yes, but many of the puzzles in Portal require you to fling around. Yes, which is why I'm saying if we were to do a Portal game for VR, it would be a Portal standalone game, not a port. That's all I'm saying. I give it a week before someone makes a corn mod for it. You mean a dick? You mean a portal by my cock, portal by my face, time's up thing. It already exists. You don't need to wait for that. You're a bit late to the game, probably by about 5 or 6 years. But no, I completely understand, Terrace, don't worry. I'm well and aware. There is limitations of what you can and can't do in VR. One of the most interesting VR games, actually, I'm not going to lie, the most disorientating VR game I have ever done was a BBC game based on being in space. And that was, it advises you to lay down in bed, as in physically lie down in bed, and then you are in space. So you feel like you're in space. And it's like, motherfucking, what? Thankfully, it's only boats and roller coasters that kick my butt in VR for motion sickness. Roller coasters... It depends on if I'm standing up. If I'm standing up, I feel like I'm gonna fall over. If I'm sat down, I'm fine. Yeah, if I'm sat down, I'm fine. If I'm stood up, I'm fucked. And not in the fun way. But how's everyone? Wait, what were we talking about? We'll talk about a thing, won't we? I snizzled. And my face hurt. Yes. I thought I was gonna get banned on Overwatch yesterday, by the way. There's a game mode which is 1v1 elimination. There's a game mode in Overwatch in the arcade called 1v1 elimination, right? And Overwatch, for their brightest fucking brains, decided to go play X amount of games in a day to get the reward. Me, being the big brain bitch I am, decided to somewhat throw and genuinely kind of throttle my elo and shit, but I don't give a crap. I did 1v1 eliminations. Half of my deaths were me intentionally suiciding in a way which made it look like I wasn't suiciding. It takes such skill to throw matches without it looking like you're throwing matches. I made it out like I was trying to play like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So what I would do is every time I saw the enemy, I literally would look where they were and I carry on shooting where they were. And I'm like, I'm aware you fucking ran around this pillar and are like behind me at this point. Or I'm like, every time it gave me Widow, I was ADSing and I was just shooting constantly where I was looking, but I wasn't stopping the ADS. So it was like, I've got like this much vision compared to this much. And then I went, ooh, I have the gay guy with the flowers that heals people. So I'm just sitting there constantly trying to shoot them with the heal instead of shooting them. And I'm like, why wasn't it letting me shoot? And yeah, I was throwing. The reason why I was throwing is because it wanted me to play 10 games. And I'm like, it wants me to do 10 games in 3 fucking hours to try to get this achievement. I can't physically do that. I need quick 5-minute games. What do? I jump onto 1v1. I spend half of the time killing myself. Boom. Oh, look, I got the achievement. If they don't want you to do that, then it's like, hey, maybe you make it so it's play X game or play games for X amount of time instead of X amount of rounds. It makes more sense to do it based off of time. Don't you think? Don't you think? I think it makes way more sense to be like, play X amount of games. Play games for this amount of time. Because then I'm more inclined to be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do 1 round, which lasts as long as fucking possible. Instead of like, oh, I'm just gonna do 10 fucking games of arcade where I'm spending half the time jumping off the fucking map. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I think games which turn around and give you a fucking dumb dick daily, where it's just like, you wanna play 10 rounds of this today? Not particularly. Is it any game mode? Yeah. Okay, can I do Total Mayhem? No. We don't include Total Mayhem. Total Mayhem is off the equation because it's too chaotic. I'm like, the matches last 5 times longer than normal because everyone is sitting on the fucking payload. Everyone is sitting on the fucking payload. Oh no, let me guess. What you are, a queen. I am a queen, and I got nya of a tail. But you can't really see on mobile. 1 second. My tail. A gooba. Yes, I'm a gooba. Lol, mess with the ears. It might calm her down. Which ones? I have 2 pairs. Goody goober. But no, I got taught, so Overwatch yesterday turned around and went 10 games to do this, and I went, I can't do that. I've got like 2 hours to do 10 games. That's not possible. Why? I am busy, and I still want to get the dailies done. I'm just gonna go on 1v1 and just throw for the day. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. And I'd rather do it in arcade in a 1v1 setting than turn around and just be like, yeah, this is a long Overwatch rant. Oh, don't get me fucking started. Jay, don't get me fucking started. Overwatch's approach to doing things is just increasingly becoming more and more lazy. And I'm like, they're trying to encourage people to play more. Yesterday, every fucking game I played was so stupid. None of my team wanted to go tank. I am not a tank main, but I see how we need a fucking tank to hold the line. What do? I go for one of my stronger tanks, which I'm shit on, by the way, which is Sigma. I go Sigma. Why do I go Sigma? He has 2 forms of mitigation. I end the match with 30,000 mitigation. I was the only tank on my whole fucking team. We had 1 fucking support, and 4 fucking DPS who I out DPS'd as the tank. And I'm like, hey, can we get a second healer and can we get a second support and a second tank, please? And then they bitch and moan to me, being like, hey, you spent the entire game bitching and moaning. And I just turned around and said, I was asking for a second support and a second fucking tank. What the fuck do you mean I spent the whole game moaning? I just said, guys, we need a second tank. Guys, we need a second healer. And they ignored me. And we lost. We lost because I was the only motherfucker holding the line with an Ana. I'm like, she gets an endorsement, and the enemy team, I'm endorsing one of their motherfuckers because the rest of you are dumb as fuck. Contrasted to today, where me, being the little fucking cat main I am, because I'm a fucking Jetpack Cat or JPC main, because oh my god, they're so fun. Contrasted with today, every fucking game is a joy. Every fucking day is a joy. Every game, amazing. Every fucking match, amazing. Dream, love it. Every fucking time. So fucking fun. And it's like, bro, how is it one day every match is shit and I want to fucking delete the game, and today it's like, I'm having fun again. Giving players free will over classes is a mistake. That's the thing with 6v6 open. And I don't want to do roll queue because I'll end up being thrown into tank, and I don't want to fucking tank. I think you might blow a blood vessel if you played Marvel Rivals, basically what you just said, just every other match. Oh, here's the thing. I had a match this morning, and I was an Ana. It was the most balanced fucking game I have played in weeks. I'm talking, we go through, we push their line back, we break their line, and then we get on the point. Then we defend us capturing the point, right? Then we get to the second point, and we're already there, and then we get the objective, right? So we get to the cup, we get to the location, and we spawn the cart. And then what happens is we push them through the door. We get them through the door. Then they're battering the fucking shit into us. We're struggling to push through this door. And it's horrible. It's tight. It's insanely tight. It's like tighter than my fucking pussy. It's that tight. It's mental. And then what we do is we then break their line eventually. And then we push them back a bit. And then we push them to the next choke point. And then it's a back and forth brawl again. And it's like, what kept happening was this. And this is the bit which I loved. It was a back and forth brawl, and then one of us broke, and then we had to fight it back. And then they broke, and then we get a good amount of progress. And then it forms back into a bashing match, and then we're just constantly going like, it's constant and I'm like just in there going like, funnest game. Those are the funnest games, where it's back and forth, a little bit of push, a bit of toing and throwing. You're dancing, you're grooving. It's like, yeah. The worst ones are when it's, why is the enemy team sitting on 20 plus kills and our team is on less than 2? Like each person on the enemy team has like 10 to 15 kills. Meanwhile, your entire team has maybe 5 amongst all of them. Those are the worst ones. That was every game yesterday for me. Today it's been like balanced, back and forth, and I'm just sitting there, what the fuck? It was nice meeting you. I has to go shopping before my local co-op closes. Have a wonderful time. Why my voice broke, man. Have fun at the store. Don't overspend, okay? And get yourself some cookies. Get yourself a nice tweet. You need to have a nice tweet. Yeah. Calm down, girl. We don't want you to get hurt. Nightshade. I'm just if you clearly are new here. I'm a rant person. I'm a rambler. I literally will I literally will just yap about random ass crap for the whole stream. Like, we're an hour in. We probably have like another hour, maybe another hour and a half. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. That's just how I do it. Gingers are excitable. I want a cat. I want to call him Potato. My reason for wanting to call him Potato is because then I can dress him up. I can call he's my little potato. If I put him in a suit, if I put him in a little suit tie thing, he's a jacket potato. And when he's all lounging in bed and he's all like ooey gooey, just comfy wumpy, he's my mashed potato. I'm a get a pack of chocolate ices because I'm hot and they are cheap. They are cheap. I'm gonna I think I might wander over to the Iceland near me soon and get a ton of jubbies. Like, I go in and buy like 5 packs of jubbies just to throw into the bottom of my freezer and just do like a set and forget type thing. I might get like I think Coca-Cola orange. If they've got one cherry. God, what other flavors? I could just get one of each of the flavors thinking about it. Hi, Deadbug! Good morning, hon! How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you forever. I might get a pack of feasts too. Ooh! Ooh! Sounds good. I'm more of a cherry, and zero. Oh, no. I'm talking about jubbies. You know, they're like ice lollies, but they're like triangle things. They're like 3D triangle things. I like a tetrahedra. Technically, they're a... I don't even know. Technically... What are they? They're like a pyramid. Wait, no. They're like little triangle thingies. Oh, Doritos. They're not Doritos! They're like 3D triangles, but it's an ice pop thingy. But they're like in like a weird shape. It's hard to explain how they shape. It's hard to explain their shape, but they're really, really nice and they're cheap. They're cheap as fuck. Oh, Dorito ice cream. I want to move away from getting ice cream. That's the reason why I want to move over to getting like a ton of little jubbies and like ice pops and stuff. As I say ice pops because when you say, here's the thing, in the UK we call them ice lollies because we call them ice lollies, and the problem is the word lolly on the internet is connotated towards excessively deranged individuals not liking good things. So I'm trying to not say the word ice lollies. That's why I'm calling them ice pops. Mr. Freeze Jubbly. Yes. Well, I'm horny. I'll be back later. Got to go do degen stuff. Have a good time, Doctor. Make sure you subscribe on the other platform so you can get some fun, cool content. Oh, fuck. Feasts are fantastic. Remember to charge your joys. What? I'm so confused. Toys. Yeah, all my toys are already charged. Don't worry about it. So the government alert yesterday. Yes, the government alert yesterday fucking freaked me the fuck out. They literally, in the warning, turn around and say, please refrain from starting barbecues, lighting bonfires, or doing anything outside with fire. Here's an idea. Here's a fucking idea. Literally turn around in the fucking warning and saying anyone caught in any form or fashion lighting fires that causes brush fires will be heavily fined and prosecuted with the full force of the fucking law. Right now, you've got fucking teenagers going around lighting fucking fires and literally killing people, ruining fucking homes because they're doing it for fucking social media attention. They're doing it for social fucking media attention. Suspected sabotage? There is a video online. There is a video online of these fire trucks putting out these fucking brush fires, right? And the camera pans from here, firefighters putting out the fire. And then they pan this way to the front of the fire, where there are two fucking teenagers, lighting fires and running away. It was only disposable barbecues, not regular barbecues. I think in this time, which seems weird, I think any form of outdoor fires in this weather is kind of like, yikes. Like, a regular barbecue, sure, get a proper barbecue, little charcoal thing, woo thingy. But it's like, Jesus. The fact that they're not doing... The fact that the problem we have is this. I don't get why our laws are doing, I don't get why UK laws are doing, like, what's it called? Soft parenting? Why is it our laws are, like, literally soft parenting kids? Oh, you can't prosecute a child. I'm like, motherfucker, he went out and lit a fire intentionally for TikTok clout and ended up killing 5 people. In a whole fucking fire that burned down a fucking national wildlife reserve. Oh yeah, but he didn't mean it. He's only 11. That doesn't mean shit. He's a fucking arsonist. That's a fucking arsonist. Last time I checked, arson and murder get prosecuted about the fucking same. Why aren't you fucking prosecuting them? Oh, it's because he's underage and he doesn't know any better. Fucking throw them into the fire. Actually, here's a good idea. Kids caught lighting the fucking fires should go out with the fucking firefighters to put the fucking fires out, so they can see the damage what they're doing, so they can go to the houses that are being fucking destroyed, so they can fucking see the actual outcome of their fucking actions. Arson can lead to an attempted manslaughter charge in general. Arson in general should be treated on par with murder. Do you want to know why? It's indiscriminate, and burning to death is the most horrific way to fucking die. I'm sorry. It's not even that difficult. I live in Norfolk and I get severe alerts nearly every day now. There have been several wildfires around the seasides and coastlines. We need desalination plants. I'm gonna say this 1,000 times now. And I've already emailed the fucking government about doing it. We need desalination plants to hold us up during the summers when it comes to our water. Because the problem we have, and this is like the terrifying part, the problem we have is brush fires and like brush fires and wildfires are becoming so fucking common. I literally had one like less than 100 meters from my front door. I wasn't even fucking aware of it. That's how bad it was. Some fucking homeless crackheads decided to fucking light a bong in the back of this fucking grassy area, and the whole thing went up in flames. I didn't even see it fucking happening. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's silly. It's so silly. But no, we need desalination plants specifically to help combat brush fires and wildfires, and more specifically, I don't know, maybe actually used for agriculture. Rewild the waterways. Yeah, we need okay, here's another part. It's like we need more beavers. We do need more beavers. We need more beavers to rewild our natural waterways. But we also need we need to fucking renationalize our water people again, because I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like I am actually not going to fucking lie. When you really look into it, Thames Water, was it Thames Valley Water, the fucking whatever, every single water company out there basically is basically being like, they've been fucking us around constantly. They make billions in profit, they make tens of millions to billions in profit every fucking year to hand out in dividends checks to their fucking shareholders. And it's like, hey, when was the last time you built a reservoir? When was the last time you actually went around and maintained some reservoirs? When was the last time you did this, that, and the other? Put hydrologists in charge? We need it. What we need is we need to have it so water... Here's the thing. If we nationalize, if in the UK we nationalize our water service, we take it out of private ownership, right? But we keep paying the exact same into our water. And that money goes into maintaining waterways, improving our water system, upgrading our reservoirs, fixing our reservoirs, building new reservoirs, fucking implementing smarter systems for our agriculture, doing so much. Like the money that we put in through our fucking bills, through the water bills and shit. Do you want to know what we could do with it? Fix all the waterways, build desalination plants, improve our agricultural system by actually giving them water in the summer to like boost the growth of our crops in the summer. Like, oh shit, what do they need? We just need to dump, say, 20,000 gallons of water onto our fields like once a week. Not every day, once a week. Just go boom, cool. Oh look, they're fucking growing really, really fucking well. I do not understand. We need to put our foot down with like companies putting profit ahead of people. It's short-term thinking versus long-term survival. It's like consider this. You're stuck on the best way to think of it is like this. You're stuck on an island. It's you, a billionaire, and a fisherman. Right. It's you, a billionaire, and a fisherman. What do you do? What do you do? The logical thing to do is to say to the fisherman, hey, fisherman, we're going to give you all of our resources so you can go and capture us some food so we can, like, survive long term. The logical thing to do is to put the fisherman is the most worthwhile person on that island at that point in time. You go up to them and you say, I'm going to give you all of our resources so you can capture us food so we can survive long term. Logical system. So why is it that the way that the governments and all the fucking people, all the bullshit happening in this world are going, oh no, what we're going to do is we're going to eat the fisherman and give all the resources to the billionaire. That's the logic they're putting in there. That's the logic they're putting in there. They're putting all of their fucking effort into the billionaire. And he doesn't add shit to the island. He doesn't add shit to the island. You die within a couple of weeks. But don't worry, guys. The billionaire became technically slightly richer in that moment. Like, fucking... The people that feed... We need to think long-term rather than... We need to think next year, not next week. We need to think 5 years down the line, not 6 months down the line. We need to start putting like way more money. We need to reinvest money rather than being like, guys, I saved our council 25 million. I saved our council 25 million pounds this year. I am amazing. I saved us 25 million pounds this year. I deserve a bonus of about $5 million, £5 million because I saved us 25 million. No. What you did is you got given 25 million and you didn't spend it at all on public infrastructure and like stuff. So you could turn around and say, I deserve more money because I saved us loads of money. It's like, motherfucking, that's not how that works. Like, oh, you saved 25 million. Spend it. I don't give a shit about you saving us 50 quid. It's like turning around. It's like having a child. It's like having a child, giving them 50 quid. And then they turn around. It's like you turn around and give a child 50 quid to then turn around and say, go and get Jimmy, your friend who has a birthday party, by the way. Jimmy has a birthday party. I'm giving you 50 quid for you to go and get them a present. And then they turn around and come back to you 20 minutes, like you send them into a toy store and they come back to you and they're like going, Mummy, I saved so much money. And then they only spent £5. They only spent £5. They only spent £5 on their present. Do you want to know why? Because they wanted to spend 45 on themselves. They spent 45 on themselves, but five on their friend. No. You turn around and you say to that kid, no. I gave you the 50 quid to spend on your friend, not yourself. I don't mind if you spent 45 and then you gave yourself something for 5. That's completely fucking different. But it's the genuine fact that you turned around and went, I'm going to spend 45 on me, but 5 on my friend. What did you do? I got them a pack of Pokemon cards. What did you get yourself? I bought myself 10 packs of Pokemon cards. Like, what the fuck? Give them the 10 packs then. Put the money into necessary infrastructure you plan. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you sending the money to the elderly? Why are you paying this shit out in dividends every fucking week? You could be putting that into laying new pipe. You could be putting that into cleaning up the fucking systems. Like, why? Why do you keep saving money for the sake of saving money for no fucking reason? It makes no sense. It's like being stingy and then turning around and bragging that you're stingy. It's like there's videos online of this woman who's like talking about how she is so amazing at saving. And she's sitting there going, oh my God, I used too much toothpaste this week. And I'm like, you didn't brush your teeth. You brushed your teeth twice this week. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like she's bragging about how stingy she is. I'm like, stop it. Hi, Fiona. Good morning. They don't care because money. I think that's the thing, Macro. I'm done. I am actually full-blown done with this bullshit of, like, I'm done with this constant save it mindset. And it's like, hey, reinvest that money. Take the money that you saved and reinvest it. You got water companies, oil company. Fucking God, don't get me started on the oil companies just turning around and boasting about their fucking profits when we're in a fucking cost of living crisis and oil costs are insanely overpriced. That says to me most of it's inflated shit right now. But it's like, if they keep paying out so much money to these fucking rich motherfuckers who are already rich, who don't need the money. It's like, we need to do a handful of things. 1, fucking tax the goddamn fucking rich. And 2, fucking force companies to reinvest properly. But I'm like, we need to put our foot down, say to the water company, electrical grid, national rail, fix your shit or nationalize. You need to you need to revolt. This is what mutiny is built on. Also, side note, 30 seconds till ads. If you want to get rid of the ads, then you can subscribe of any tier if you've got Prime. If you have an Amazon membership, you can use an Amazon Prime to subscribe for free. If you haven't used it yet, I would really appreciate it. If not, I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. They'll be dropping in like 10 seconds. Should start in about 10 seconds. Yes. I'm trying to get better at warning you guys with that stuff. But no, you're not. Am I wrong in saying that public infrastructure is not being fucking properly reinvested in? It makes no sense. Like, why? Here's a thing. Here is a fucking thing. And this is the bit which is the fucking huge kicker. Why is it's taken 10 plus fucking years, probably 10, 15 fucking years, to build high speed rail 1 or 2 or whatever one it is? Why is it why is it taking like over 10 fucking years to build this fucking railway system which is supposed to help connect the people and help get people from point A to point B easier and cheaper so they can get to and from work easier, so that they can live more comfortably, so they can actually have a place? Why is it taking 10, 15 years for that? When AI data centers literally popped up as being a important national, and it's been like less than what 2 fucking years, and they're popping up like there's no fucking tomorrow. Why is it the thing which we are funneling tens to billions in, like tens, like potential, like, why is it the thing we've put billions into has taken 10, 15 years when it's like, build a railway line from here to here. Build a rail line from here to here. Cool. Done. And then you've got fucking AI data centers pop up and say, yeah, can we build this? And they're like going, what's in it for us? Money. And they go, say less, bitch. Say less. We gonna fucking give you all the approval that you need. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean this is gonna cost us, the taxpayer, millions and millions to do? Nah, fuck it, they won't miss it. So why is it that they can pop up overnight, but a railway, England, the whole fucking country is built off of the concept of a fucking train line. We used to be fucking rulers of the fucking train line in the world. Why is it we can't build a fucking train line from fucking London to Manchester? But we can build like several AI data centers up and down the fucking country to sap more electricity and fucking leach more fucking water that during a goddamn fucking drought. Why is it we fucking also, I can't stress this bit enough, why is it we get a hosepipe ban, but 10 plus AI data centers pop up all across the fucking country and turn around and say, hold my beer, I'm about to fucking kill some people because they can't have a cup of water? Like, am I wrong in that? Am I wrong in that regard? You're not wrong, inflation. I don't think it's inflation, Jake, at this point. I think it's complete fucking nepotism. It can't be inflation. It's been 15 fucking years. We're like a country known for our fucking train network, and we can't build a fucking train line from point A to point B? You turn around and tell them, oh yeah, it will bring loads of money into London. That fucking thing will be done overnight. They did it with Bristol. They did it for Bristol to fucking London. They did it for Birmingham to London. And they'll do the fucking same for like Glasgow to London and Cardiff to London. But it's like, yeah, but Manchester though, I have to take a bit of time to think about that one. When you mean it's just slightly further than fucking... Is that a sub-goal? What do you mean? Maid outfit? That's a sub-goal. I need to reword it to simply just say sub-goal rather than just maid outfit. But yeah. Hi, Fliffinator. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, by the way, you can ignore it. I just have it there as a bit of an incentive. But like you don't have to push with it. How are you? I hope you're okay. We've been ranting. We've been ranting on and off.
Hello.
Hi, Malleus. Good morning, hon. You okay? Hi. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? It is so warm. It is so warm. The last like 3 days for me, I've been waking up with a fucking headache because of how goddamn hot it is. I was sent here to bully. Why you sent here to bully? What did I do? What? I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. I'm gonna be mean to me. Why? What did I do? Why? You just got here. Why would you do this to me? There are so many other cool and interesting people out there. Thank you so much for the time that you didn't have to do that. Why do you do this to me? Blame a person named Rainy. Who? Who? I'm really bad with names. Slowly has Yuki. I am not here. I did not bring them totally. No. Why? That person. Why? What did I do? Thank you so much for the dongle subs. I really love and appreciate it. Thank you. We're on a beach today. I can't get in the water because it will make my coochie show. I'm risking it. I'm risking it. Seeing you in a maid dress would be cute as fuck. So if you want to know, I will be making it so I am planning on making the maid outfit regardless of what happens. I'm kind of doing like a little in-betweeny outfit. I'm gonna do that after I do another project for someone else because I got to fix a thing for them and then they're gonna do some stuff. They're doing stuff for me, so it's kind of like a trade thing. High importance. But I got another outfit. Then I'm gonna do a maid outfit, but what I'm gonna do is set it up so it's on stream. Whenever you hit, I'm gonna set it up so when you hit like 5 or 10 subs in a stream, they will, I will automatically go into a maid outfit, so I don't get to choose. Jake, thank you for giving Fruffinator a sub. Also, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate you. Hi, Snack. Dibble and Kitty snacks? No! Actually, I don't get snacks. I don't have snacks. I don't even know what I'm going to eat at the cinema tomorrow. Or even if I'm going to eat at the cinema tomorrow. Or before the cinema tomorrow. I might just have a couple of energy drinks. I haven't decided yet. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I am a yappy bitch. People come to listen to me talk shit for about 2 to 3 hours a time. Yes. All the things. Also, I have a smart tail. I made the system for it myself. It literally does what it wants. I don't tell it what to do. It just does its own thing. It moves around. I love it. I made it myself. Okay, back to looking at people in Final Fantasy XIV. Smells. Don't say that. Taros will pop up and say Final Fantasy. Long time no see. Finally got time to catch a stream. Yes, I kind of haven't been streaming on Saturdays because of I'm not gonna fucking lie. Friday other platform streams kind of wipe me out, so I tend to just be like, Actually, it's kind of a mix of my dad wakes me up so we can go to the store on a Saturday, but we didn't do it today, so I'm thinking maybe we shift towards doing Fridays instead. It's gonna be cool. I have cold noodles. What am I gonna have after the stream? I think I have yogurt. I think all I have is yogurt. And I'm kind of reluctant to have any. Actually, no, I will definitely have some tonight. What am I talking about? I've been really on, like, Greek yogurt, fat-free Greek yogurt, and fruit and berries. The last couple of days is really nice. You gotta rest, Katie, as long as you're staying hydrated and fed. Dick, I'll take it. I'm staying well hydrated. Oh god, I knew I forgot a thing today. I forgot to have my creatine and my collagen shake this morning. I'm pretty sure no. I can have it later. It's be fine. I take creatine and collagen powder. And I forgot to have it this morning. Was unaware you was on stream. Hello, sweetie. Hi, Kim. Good morning, hon. I tried to join you the other day, but I think you were ERPing. I might be wrong. But how are you, Kim? Yes. I haven't been getting on much because my old avatar was uncomfortable, but I've now got a new avatar, and I'm really happy to just to be on. I was going to get on last night, but I kind of said to myself, bitch, you should go to bed. You want pizza in the morning. I went, pizza! Yep. Lol, I'm good, Ta. Hope you're good too. I am good. I'm looking at moving finally. I'm actually looking at moving finally. Currently I'm eyeing up Scotland, but I may also go Wales. I haven't decided where I want to move yet. But I desperately do want to move, and I don't want to be in England. New improved Abbey. I have some really cool systems on this I might put together and like I might sell them or be like, we're gonna put them together and release them for people. Yes. That sounds fantastic. I just need to move. I'm at a point in my life, Kim, where I'm able to fucking like, right now, I'm able to afford to live on my own, but I need money for a deposit, and then I should be able to move. That's what I'm saving for at the moment. I'm earning decently enough now to be able to move in my current living conditions, which is weird. So it's like, yes. You can do it. I believe in you. Yes, I'm making enough doing what I'm doing now to be able to justify moving, which is awesome. But I have missed you, Kim. I have missed you. You haven't DM'd me on the Discord in like forever, and I wanna come and cuddle. I wanna cuddle you in forever. It's been like so many moons. It's been so many moons since I last hung out with you. I was always told to save up 3x what a new place would cost. Is that good advice? So, the way that I'm trying, here's the thing. I don't want to rent. I want to own. I refuse to fall into the rent trap unless there's like new laws that fall into place, which turn around and tell landlords to fuck off with overcharging. Like a lot of the problems we have now when it comes to renting is you get a lot of the problems you have now when it comes to renting is you get people who buy a place and then they rent it out for the mortgage cost. And it's like, no, you can't really do that. Like they do it they do 2x. That what they'll do is they'll do the mortgage of the property plus their mortgage, right? So they have their own house and then they have the property that they're renting out, and then the rent on that property is the mortgage of the house you're renting plus the mortgage of their house. So you're essentially paying for two houses of mortgage type shit. And it's like, you can't do that. It should be the mortgage plus 5 or 10%. Not more. Sounds about normal. It shouldn't be normal, but like, I refuse to fall into the rent trap because I don't want to be paying someone else's mortgage. I've been recovering from vocal surgery. What did you do? Did you get the vocal cords and stuff? Did you get your voice box done and stuff? BFS. Ooh. I'm kind of increasingly becoming more and more comfortable with my voice. I just want to improve my tone. And oh, I got a little collar. Wait. I got a little collar. You know what I mean? A little collar. Yeah. I got a little collar. And then my collar. I got my Decepticon badge. My chef loving badge. Very cute. I love him. I love it. I do. You're really cute. You're really cute. Katie will always be a cute doll. I also have my Antifa badge. You know, do you like my Antifa? Also known as the progress flag. I'm a so get banned from going back to America if I keep saying this shit, but I don't care. It's funny. I got my Antifa badge. And then we have the Nekabus Army sigil. Nekabus Army. Yes. But yeah, I get with the rent thing. It's a complete joke. Makes way more sense to get a mortgage these days. It makes way more sense. And the cool thing is, Kim, and this is the bit which I'm kind of leaning towards. I move out, I get freedom, I make more money. That's the logic which I'm running on now. I've kind of said YOLO, fuck it, I don't care. I need to make money now so I can move out. So I'm kind of like in a situation of like, hey, if I can make good money and then move, and then I moved out, I get freedom. And with that freedom, do you want to know what happens? I make more money. So why don't I? And I can go for a 35-year mortgage instead of like a I could do like a 35-year mortgage instead, and then literally move to like a 3-bed up in Scotland or find a 3-bed in Wales or something. I move in, live there on my own for say 6 months to prove that I can sustain it myself, and then Cal can move in, and then boom, guess what? Cal moves out, Cal gets freedom. Ah, wow, Cal starts making money, and then we can make good money, and then we can buy the house off outright because we got a cheap place for 35 years. Welsh house prices are not too bad right now because we got Plaid in charge. Yeah, and we got fucking Tory 2.0 in charge in England. It sucks. That's totally not what I thought, though. I thought more freedom meant more air fried nuggies. More so, the way that I'm logically thinking about it is, I work my ass off. Whatever I earn whilst I'm still living with my dad is basically hardly anything. I move out and I get my own place. I suddenly have a huge level up in what my potential earnings can be. And I have a thing kicking me in the ass, and it's, hey, you have bills to pay. As in, if you don't pay these bills, you get kicked out. So I'm encouraged to work more effectively, which means more working, which means more money, which means paying shit off quicker and getting stuff done. I know, I saw the EHRC thing. It's wild what's going on over there. I want out of England. I want out of fucking England. I'm literally looking at like Dundee, Scotland, or somewhere in Wales. That's the thing. I'm done living here. Fire blankets in the kitchen are a lifesaver. But I just can't rent. I just don't want to go near rent. Kim, do you want to know how bad it would be for me? I told my dad I'm looking at moving. I told my dad I'm looking at moving and I'm planning on moving to Scotland. I told him Dundee, right? I told him I'm looking at Dundee. He said, "You're not moving to Scotland. That's out of the question." And I said, "What are you expecting me to do? I can't, there is no place near here where I can live." And he's like, "You can find somewhere close by to move to." And I said, "Dad, a 1-bedroom studio apartment, in a literal a 1-room studio apartment, right? Which is essentially one relatively okay sized room with a bathroom and a kitchenette, costs about 1,800 where I'm from. 1,800 a month. I move to Scotland, I go to Dundee. A 4-bedroom house, semi-detached 4-bedroom house, will set me back about 1,100 a month. Which one do I go for? Do I go for the tiny cramped closet costing me 1,800, or the decent sized 4-bed for 1,100? Now, I don't know I don't know what type of crack cocaine you guys might be on, chat, but I think I think the 4-bedroom might be the fucking winner. Don't you? Don't you? I mean, there are prices that are extortionate. in England, but also the laws there are becoming very turfy. Yeah, house, flat. Yeah, I wanna. The only benefit of moving to the flat is, oh, I'm closer to family, just in case. I'm like, no, no, no. The reason why my dad wants me to stay living nearby is so he can come and visit whenever the fuck he wants. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that. Actually, Kim, can you DM me? It's been a while. Um, can you like help me try and find some places in Wales which have here's the thing. Preferably in a town or a city with good infrastructure, but has to have good internet. That's my thing. I genuinely I just need to try and figure out a place where it's preferably built up so I don't have to worry about getting a driving license, so I don't have to learn to drive. And yeah, just good internet. I don't mind walking somewhere or I don't mind walking somewhere to get to the shops and shit. I don't mind even having a small shop as long as it's like a decent sized shop, but yeah. I just need I just need options. I'm just checking for options. Boomer mentality. Oh, Kim, don't get me started on my dad's boomer mentality. Don't get me started on my dad's boomer mentality. I told him that this is the worst summer we've ever had. In 300 years, this is the worst summer we have ever had. His response was, I remember back in 76, it was this hot then. And I said, motherfucker, the weather in 76 was hot for like a month or two. We've had 4 months back to back. We're going through a 5th heat wave this year with a potential 2 more around the corner. And his response was, it was like this with us growing up. I said, I'm sorry? Did you get 45 degrees Celsius when you were growing up? Wow, it must be standard. Why hasn't infrastructure changed in 60 fucking years then? This is wild weather. We've had 4 months of almost constant heat and next to no rain. And he's going, yeah, that's pretty standard weather, don't you think? It used to be like this with me growing up. Like, yeah, one time. We've had it year after year after year. We've had this, 4 years back to back now? And there's like getting the fuse for how long the hot period is going is just getting longer. Oh, but don't worry. It's going to be really, really cold in winter. It's going to be really, really, really cold in winter. Don't worry, guys. Yes, it's going to be fucking cold in winter for like a week or two. It's going to be like, oh, a nice cold weekend. We might get snow for about 20 minutes one time. Like, Jesus. Are you on? Kim, are you on PC or, when you're in VR, are you on PC VR or are you doing like a Quest headset? You were Questy. PC. Ah, you upgraded. Good girl. Good girl. Hello, Katie. How are you? I'm doing good. We're having a bit of rant and a ramble about how parental generations are a bit mentally warped. They're a bit mentally warped when it comes to like modern day shit. Like fuck, I will say this now. My opinions on shit is warped compared to kids' generation. I'm like, I personally don't think kids should be, I don't think kids should get phones until they're like 11 years old. I don't think they should get like a mobile phone. Actually, no, I don't think kids should get a phone until, say, they're 13 years old. Anything prior to that should just be a basic bitch flip phone type shit. I should actually just be standard. What phone have you got? I got the Flip. I got the Nokia flip phone. Oh, cool. Can I have your number so I can text you? And it's like, what happens when you get 13? You get access to smartphones. Lazy weekend after a busy week. How about you? Oh. Oh my god, Jake, how are you? Lazy weekend after a busy week. How about you? I can get online. Oh, we can chill and chat and stuff later if you want. I do have to get an early night because I am going to cinema with my dad in the morning. Well, some 13-year-olds like to look up stuff. At 13 years old, their natural curiosity is called natural curiosity for a fucking reason. At 13 years old, that's genuinely just natural curiosity. Everyone fucking goes for it. Some go through it a bit earlier. I lost my virginity at about 12, 13 years old. So yeah, I'm completely fucking aware of natural curiosity at 13 years old. Granted, when we were growing up, we didn't really have the internet as it is now. It's a bit less it was way less accessible back then. So like my curiosity was I fell for this really, really cute girl. I suddenly have urges. What's gonna happen? Oh, we get together. We hit it off. We get into a situation. Uh-oh, we fucked like 5 times in like 20 minutes, in like 2 hours. Yeah, that was the level of curiosity. Seeing what happened with our bodies when we mash them together. That was us growing up. Kim, am I wrong? That was us growing up. It was, we can't really look this shit up. We did have sex education in school. We knew how to use for protection. We were aware about how to use protection. Why? Because we didn't want children. It was never to do with the STIs. They try to scare... Here's the thing. They try to scare you out of doing sex through STIs. No, teach kids... So you teach kids to not have sex by saying, by the way, if you screw up, a person comes out, and then they are your responsibility longer than you have been alive. So don't play the game. Don't play it if you don't want to. Don't play it unless you want to do that. Okay, you're correct. We basically turned around and just turned up and just went, yo, you want to fuck behind the bike sheds? Sure, awesome. Fucking fuck them behind the bike shed. It was fucking fun and hot. My PSA teacher, if you have sex, you will get AIDS and die. Verbatim quote, no joke. Did he get that line by chance from Mean Girls? Because that is the exact line that they turn around and say in Mean Girls. And then he turns around and pulls out a thing and then is filled with condoms. It's like, so everyone get a rubber. Everyone get a rubber. It's like, I remember when in school, I remember, Kim, do you remember in school when you go to like the nurse's office, they had like a basket filled with condoms and they just expected kids to just grab 1 or 2 every time they were in there? And they positioned them in a way so they were always slightly out of the way. So you can step in, say, oh, I have a little bit of a headache. Meanwhile, you're grabbing like 5 condoms quietly. You remember that? Why were they flavored? But that's the question! That was the question! I don't know why my brain says I like the banana flavor, and then I tried the banana flavor, and I went, I don't like the banana flavor. Cherry one rocked. The cherry flavor was the best. Cherry flavor was the best. The fucking banana one tasted bleh. Bleh. No idea, but it scared the hell out of us. Well, the funny thing is, Kim, is you need to remember growing up with us, AIDS was really, really, really like, it was a death sentence back then. AIDS is very much not a good thing now, but it's like, it's not a death sentence anymore, and it's kind of pretty much treatable. It's not curable, but it's treatable. I have so many questions about that. About what? About what? Kim, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I came out way earlier, and I wish I actually kind of acknowledged that I was kind of gay back then. About why they flavored. I think do you want to know why I think they got flavored ones? I think the reason why they got, I think that the reason why they were all flavored ones were literally because they were expecting kids to go off and do, like, oral sex, and they were like, well, let's get them flavored ones, so at least it's not going to be, like, a rubbery taste for them. So we can at least try and make it pleasant for them in case they decide to go oral. By the way, I'm sorry, if you're giving oral and they're using a condom, like, unless they've got, like, full-on fucking herpes, like, Jesus. Licorice. No. Jake, why do you say that? Ribbed banana. That's wild. Like, I'm sorry, you're sucking dick. I'm sorry, you're sucking dick. You might as well get the reward at the end. Don't use a condom when you're giving head. Pizza flavor for my fat ass. Kim, I'm still a fat ass. Don't say you're a fat ass. You're tiny. I can throw you around the bedroom. You know that. Don't make me make me tell the banana story. I swear the fuck. Promises. Don't fucking tempt me. It's me. You know I will. You know I will. I have the confidence to do so. Hey, Miss KDB. Hello, everyone. And how are we doing today? I'm doing good, Kerberos. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. You doing Uchi Gucci today? You're good. I hope you're good. Oh, Kim. If you're on mobile, tap the screen. I don't know if you're watching on desktop, but if you're watching on mobile, tap the screen. I am in both landscape and portrait, and you get different views. You get a slightly different view. You get a slightly higher up and down on portrait. Desktop. Damn it. It's a really, really cool view. It's really, really cool. I may have done the IMAX joke. You know how Christopher Nolan did the whole IMAX joke where the IMAX thing where it says, "This is what you see, this is what they see." I basically turned and said this. So this is what the vertical stream. This is what horizontal stream sees. This is what vertical stream sees. Like you are getting you're getting like an extra like that on the top and bottom, like about an extra that at the top and the bottom, and stuff. And it's like a huge difference. Kim, it wasn't even difficult. My resolution is 1080 by 1080. Oh no, 2560 by 1080. So it's 1080p wide, 1440 tall. So it's 4:3 resolution, and it lets me do it lets me do like a perfect square format. That's how I've got it set up. And the cool thing is when I'm looking at my camera, desktop is basically what I see, whilst vertical is what they see. I could technically change that and try and push it so I get a bit more height and stuff, so chat can see more down. But I like the whole. I like the fun. The funny thing is if I'm here, they can still see what's over there, but desktop can't. What I hear, number business. True. But yeah, Kim, we need to hang out again. I missed hanging out with you. Ugh. I'm dense, sorry. It's okay. It's the hormones. It's the hormones. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like mentally speaking, my IQ slippy. My IQ do the slippy dippy all the time. I'm a little bit of a bimbo at times. Little bit of a bimbo. Yeah. Got on HRT, lost ability to park car. Increased road rage though, am I right? Increased road rage, am I right? Or was, yeah. I've been in the car with you. You are a nutcase in the car. You basically rally sport everywhere you go. It's like, bitch, slow the fuck down. I want to get to where we're going, not fucking... I want to actually get where we're going, okay? I don't want to die on the way. I'd rather get there slowly than not get there at all. Horn doesn't work. Watch for finger. Ah, the silent treatment. This is silent treatment, okay? That's silent. You're not hearing shit. Fuck you. And I don't drive that fast, mostly. Christ. Actually, Kim, what is it? Are you still living with that the person that you wanted to kick out? Are they still there? Are they still there, or was that situation being rectified? Did that situation work out, or did they get moved? Bought a house? You bought a house? That's cool. You living with anyone? I'm totally not trying to like move in, don't worry. I do plan on moving out myself. I'm trying to save. I'm literally trying to save. I'm trying to save about £2. Yeah, live with boyfriend and girlfriend. You in a polycule? I'm actually not gonna lie. I kind of wish I made this badge a poly one. Because I'm like, I need to tell people I'm poly in some way. I might put one on this arm, actually. I might do it as like a sewn-in patch type thing. Hi, goddess! Good morning. Hello. Hello. Literally living the dream on my wee small holding. Let's go. I'm happy. I should come and visit at some point. I'm totally not trying to like mooch in or something. To be honest, I haven't seen you in real life in fucking forever, and I do miss you. You are one of my closest friends, remember? I did not been there for a long time, but did Katie get a new model? I did. I upgraded. My last one was uncomfortable to be in VR with. This one I've literally been in multiple times and passed out in. Like, I've had this thing for like, what, 2 weeks now, and I'm like super comfy with it. Sure. I'd like to not sleep on the couch this time. Granted, we did spoon quite comfortably. Doors always open and kettles are always on for you. You do know I have a gluten intolerance though, right? Like, I only found out about that a couple of years ago. We have more beds this time. Let's go! Woo! Is that a banana? You're gonna make me tell the banana story. If you want to know the banana story, me and Kim are longtime friends. I think I've known Kim. How long have I fucking known you at this point? Like 14, 15 years at this or something? Like, I've known you for about 14, 15 years and stuff, mostly online. And I think about, it was before I did Twitch, I think about, I want to say about 10 or so, 10, 11 years ago. Yeah, about 10, I think about 10 or so years ago, I had gone round to Kim's, and I went round Kim's, and I was going to be there for about, what, 2 weeks? I think the plan was I was going to literally stay around yours for like a fucking month, but you were with I'm not going to lie, dude was an absolute asshole. He was like an abusive cunt. Yeah, 2 weeks-ish. Yeah, I was gonna stay with you for like 2-ish weeks. And so I basically jumped on a train. I came round, you picked me up at the train station. It was really, really nice. Getting there was kind of like a thing. Ex-boyfriend was a knob. I think we live and we learn through our exes quite effectively, Kim. But like, so I'd gone round Kim's and we were there. And I was sleeping on their couch. I think this was the second time I came and visited. First time I was only there for like, what, a week? I was only there for like a week and then I came home and then I came back for like 2 weeks, like not long after. We were kind of, I'm not gonna like him. I'm not gonna lie. If I stayed for the 2 weeks and then I went home, I would have probably came back and probably spent a month, like not long after. We were kind of building ourselves up to being like, yeah, I'm like a third in this situation. I wouldn't be doing this if that was the case. But like, yeah, I went around Kim's and we were supposed to be there for about 2-ish weeks. I was living on their couch. I didn't realize how abusive he was. But Kim was basically using me as an escape from her abusive fuck of an ex-boyfriend. So to put it simply, Kim decided to cuddle up with me instead of going back to bed with him, and we both ended up passing out. And this was before I started hormones, so yes, it has to be more than 10 years, so it's probably about 11, I think it was about 11 or 12 years ago now. Yeah, fuck, 11, 12 years ago, thinking about it. Like, shit, probably like 2014 or some shit like that. Yeah, because I've been on hormones for 10 years now. I think it was about a year or two later that I got on hormones. Yeah, because I was complaining about it taking me so long, so it would have been about 20, yeah. Yeah, some time ago. Um, and me and Kim were doing this thing in Second Life. We were doing this thing in Second Life. I was like making 3D assets for them on their shitty little laptop at the time, so that Kim could then put them into Second Life so that they could sell them. And we were doing really cool, really like cool stuff. I think we came up with like a team name called that was just simply Pink, because I think back then I was going by Pixie and Kim was just Kim, so we just called it Pink because it was supposed to be a play on both of our names. Teapot Powers Airplane. Yes, I wanted it to sound really cool. I wanted something cool and interesting. Yeah, anyway, so me and Kim were up really late one night. I think we ended up going to bed at like, what, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning after doing like a 3D binge or some shit. And then we ended up cuddling. We ended up cuddling on the couch together. And this was before I started hormones. And Kim is really fucking hot and stuff, and genuinely drop dead gorgeous, like holy shit, absolutely breedable. And we're both of the Decepticon. We're both of the Decepticon flag type. So we both have interesting toolage down there. Don't worry about it. I'm built like a Tic Tac. She's built like a fucking. She's built like she can break tables with it. Don't worry. And we're just sitting there cuddling, and I'm passing out, and genuinely we're just sitting there cuddling, and we both pass out. And because Kim is very fucking hot, and I'm excessively exhausted, and very exhausted because I hadn't been sleeping very well because I was literally sleeping on a couch for like a week and a half. Let's just say, Kim thought I had a banana in my pocket, and I had been there for well over a week, and I'm like, bitch, where the fuck would I have gotten a banana? There was no fruit in your house. No fruit in the house. Kim thought I had a banana in my pocket. You guys do the math on that. You guys do the math on that. There was no fruit in the house. But no, Kim is extremely gorgeous. She's a bit of a bitch. She's a bit of a bitch, but she's my bitch, and I love her for it. If I hadn't of been so dense, if Kim, think of it like this. Think of it like this. If I hadn't gotten back with my bitch ex roommate, because you need to remember that I came around yours when me and her were on a break for a bit. Like, I think me and her were on a break for a bit, and like, yeah, me and her were on a break for a period. I think we broke up for like, what, 6 or 7 months or so, and then she basically moseyed on back into my relationship because she basically lied to me, saying, "Oh, I've got an appointment at the job centre in town. It would be so convenient if I stayed around yours for the night." And then that was it. She fucking just moved her ass back in again because she was that fucking psycho level bitch. I just thinks I let you around for a day, let's say for years. I think in the situation where that didn't happen, and then you broke up with your boyfriend, what would have been the odds if we actually got? What were the odds that we would have gotten together, huh? Things could have been very different. Things could have been very different. We could be married by now, and I'd be hot. I'd be hot and sexy and doing way better porn work than I am now. We would have gotten together. We would have been such a force to be reckoned with. Would have been such a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like you would have shouted at me and I wouldn't be a content creator because you would have been like, "You're not making any money doing it." I'm like, "But I have potential to make good money." And now I'm making like actually decent money doing what I'm doing, and I'm fucking happy. Thank you everyone for all the love and support. I'm not bitching and moaning about that. I'm bitching and moaning at a fucking missed opportunity of me and Kim being together. God damn it. 2 hot transbians just being a thing. It would have been a thing. We'd have been those old lesbians living in the woods and scaring people with random flying objects. I would have just had do you want to know what I would have done, Kim? I would have gotten a drone. and I would have made a flag that looks like a witch on a broomstick, and I just fly that around like the local town. I'd fly that around the town every fucking night where it's slightly cloudy, just drone flying around the town. Like, just out of reach so they can't hear the drone, but just so they can see the silhouette just going. That's what I would do. I do that so hard. I could see you doing that. I could do that. It would be so cool. You just get a witch kite. You just get a witch kite. It's essentially just a flag, and you're just flying around going, and it just looks like a witch on a broomstick. You just fly around towns. You have to go by like fucking elderly homes and scare all the fucking elderly. Oh my god. People would be terrified. Yeah, but it would be so funny. It would be so funny. Like, how fucking stupid would that be? I would do that. I would totally fucking do that. And the best thing is, you know for a fact, people would be peeved. People would be terrified. And you know what I'd do the next day? I would do, like, a big formation of, like, 4 or 5... You know in, what is it? It's one of the Harry Potters. I think it's, Order of the Phoenix? Is it Order of the Phoenix? No. Deathly Hallows Part 1. Deathly Hallows Part 1 at the beginning, when they're flying in formation... Is it... No. Order of the... No, yeah, definitely Order of the Phoenix. When they're flying in formation around London, and it's like, they're doing like a V shape, you do like a formation flag and just do that as like a group of witches flying around. It'd be in the papers and everything. It'll be so funny. It'll be so funny. It'll be great. It will be so fucking funny. And then do you know what you do? You put it so it's a witch, but underneath it, you put in very small letters, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So when you like sit there and you turn the brightness up, all you see is the witch outline, which everyone would see. And then underneath it in quite small letters, it says subscribe to the YouTube channel. And people are like going, motherfucker, what the fuck? And they're sitting going, witch, 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 witch. And then it's like, and then they're sitting there on the cameras and they turn the brightness way up and they just see subscribe. And you're like, fuck. Damn, I could have had my dream cottage court life with less drama and more canoodling. Yeah, we'd fuck like bunnies. We'd fuck like bunnies. We felt like bunnies, and I could use, like, my huge fucking dildo collection to gape that ass. Me and Kim are kind of broken. This is why me and Kim only have limited exposure to each other, because if we had constant exposure to each other, one of us is getting pregnant. One of us will get pregnant. And neither of us can have kids, so you see what's happening. Hi, Greedy. Good morning, hon. How are you today? You good? You Gucci? I hope you're Gucci. Oh my god, Jesus. Don't tell me you... Don't... 07, I volunteer as tribute. We can try... Kim, we can both try. We can both try. We can even pull in... I don't know, maybe we can pull in, like, a couple of guys just to try it out and see what happens. Maybe we could just do a double pregnancy. I don't fucking know. We can try. We can try. We're both Polly and Pan. Gucci, nah, that's too spoiled for me. I'm vibing though. You vibing? You vibing? Uh-huh. I'm glad you're doing okay, hon. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm very warm. My AC is blasting and it's not doing much right now. It's very warm in here. I think the heat from my PC is winning. The edge and I'm stinging. We had an emergency alert for fires. I thought we were getting nuked because it came through in Welsh. Yeah, do you want to know what's really, really bad, Kim? It ruined the wank for me. The emergency thing came through, and I was like, God damn. I was enjoying myself then. God damn it. It pulled me out so hard. And I was like, oh. I was all lubed up and everything. I had to take a print screen. Yeah, gonna be introducing my partner to one of my drinking buddies next week. Ooh, that sounds fun. You were joking at 7 p.m. Listen, I'm a whore. We've got to keep ourselves well trained. I'm joking, by the way. I was not. I wasn't wanking at the time. I was kind of taking a nap, and it woke me up. The thing came through. I grabbed my to-go bag, got in the car, and was about to leave the driveway for the bunkers, and then it came through in English and spoiled my dreams of Mad Max. Toast, nothing wrong with an hourly Joel. Also correct, fails me again. Nothing wrong with an hourly Joel. I mean, I don't know if you're not playing The Last of Us on regularly enough to have an hourly Joel, then I think something's wrong with you. I had second one came through at 11 p.m. I got one and that was it. I literally only got one and that was it. My dad thought there was a problem with the car. My dad genuinely thought there was a problem with the car. Now, here's the thing. Loads of people were complaining, saying, I don't think that they should have sent that through as an emergency alert. The problem we have, though, is no one trusts the news to watch TV anymore. And no one trusts internet for news and information because AI has made it very difficult for us to know what is and what isn't true. So they sent out the emergency alert to say, oi motherfuckers, stop lighting fires. We're going to all die if you don't stop lighting fires. And if they put that on the news, people would have gone, I don't trust it. It's the TV. I don't trust what they put on the TV anymore. And then they won't trust shit they put online because of AI shit. So they had to put it out as an emergency alert because at the end of the fucking day, it's the only way to get everyone to listen and pay attention to say, hey, stop lighting fucking fires. People are dying. Stop being stupid. I understand why they did it. I kind of wish they didn't. I feel like the alert itself, the sound was the problem. They should have just turned around and just had it so it was like a... It shouldn't have been the same sound. It should not have been the same sound. It should have been a different sound. Also, Kim, do you speak fluent fucking Welsh? How the fuck didn't you realize what it was saying was in goddamn Welsh? They need to here because the fires be bad. Everything here is freaking coal-powered fires. Be bad here. I got too excited. You got too excited to read. I'm not gonna lie. All I saw was fire. All I saw was wildfire. High risk of wildfire in the area. I was like, shit, a whole of the UK got slapped with it. I walked around the store with my dad. Some motherfucker got 4 alerts in front of me. I'm like, you have to press the button. You have to press it to stop it. It's an acknowledgement thing. You let it go, you ignore it, it will turn off and then turn back on again. I went, oh. And then it stopped. I was like, fucking Christ. I saw emergency alert and my ADHD Mad Max energy took over before I read the second sentence. You're so lucky you're hot, Kim. You're so lucky you're hot. Oh, can we talk about all the dumb fuckers that turned around and decided to stare at the sun this week? Can we all talk about these dumb fucking idiots that thought it would be a cool idea to blindly stare at the fucking sun? There was a video online of this guy who stared at it intensely for over a minute, and then he turns to the camera and goes, fuck, Oh my fuck, I can't see. I'm like, motherfucker, you just stared at the sun. Of course you can't fucking see. You are blind now. Congratulations. How many people do you think got onto fucking PIP for disability? Kim, how many people do you think got on PIP for disability because they're stupid enough to stare at the fucking sun? Those people be making themselves blind. Loads, I bet. Do you want to know how I looked at the sun? Do you want to know how I did the eclipse? Do you want to know how I managed to do it? I used my phone. I literally used my phone because my phone's got a cool lens system in it. It actually can protect it quite well. I just zoomed in on it. It looks fine. My phone looks and behaves quite fine. It works and behaves fine still. I don't really give a shit. I just went, hold on the camera, zoom it in, exposure way down. There we go. That's cool. Take a picture. Lol, I used a welding mask because big brain. Yeah, because that's literally what they use for the eclipse glasses is like welding lenses. Lol, there's always gonna be idiots during a solar eclipse. Yeah, don't forget, Greedy, don't forget there's one in the lighthouse who on camera turned around and went, and it stood there blinking for like a minute as he just blinded himself. Hi, Chloe. Good morning, hon. Hey. Hey. But there's always idiots that turn around and stare intently at fucking solar eclipses. Do you want to know what's really cool? There was I posted pictures of it in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, please join the Discord. We've got some amazing, cool people in there that are really cool, lovely, and amazing. We love them. They're so cool. They're awesome. What are we talking about? Fuck. Fuck. Oh, right, yeah. In my back garden, we have a fig tree. We have a fig tree in my back garden, right? And it's really, really, really cool. I really love the fig tree. It sadly is being taken down because it's damaging the wall. Because for some fucking reason, people keep moving in next door and planting trees in the garden. And it's not built. We can't really have big trees back there. You can have small ones, but not big ones. And we got this fig tree, and it was there's like tons and tons of like gaps in the leaves, and it was leaving a mosaic of thousands of solar eclipses. It basically turned into like 1,000,000 pinhole cameras, and it looked really cool. I prefer to stare at the moon when Katie bends over. You want to stare at my moon? You want to stare at my moon? You want to stare at my moon? I have a smart tail, by the way. My tail moves out of the way. It knows the assignment. It has assignments. It knows what it's doing. If I get banned, it's because of that. Not because my coochie got put on display. Well, you're welcome, chat. It's because I love you. It's because I love you, Kim. And you know I love you. Hi, Raven. Male or female? Plugs? I think when it comes to plugs, everyone can use a butt plug, so that's all cool. Yes. Second round of moon clips. Let's go! Woo! I like how my hands can't go high enough, so it just looks really, really shitty. Let's go! The fig trees! The fig trees! Yeah, I have a fig tree in my back garden. It created 1 billion, like, pinhole cameras throughout it, and when the eclipse was happening, instead of staring at the eclipse, I was just sat there looking at the wall, just dazzled with all of these little eclipses going on. It was really nice. Get that one that's LED programmable and program it to flash blue lights to scare your partner with the butt cops becoming. Kim, I'm like, I'll talk to you a little bit after stream. Fig tree is more like victories. Am I right? Gosh, sorry, that was a bad joke. That was so fucking terrible. Dakota, that was fucking terrible. 5 spanks. You get 5 spanks. Go do them. Go do them. You have to walk around the block with a butt plug in now. I know what that will bring to you. Good luck. Award for dad joke goes to Dakota. Let's go. Kim, me and Dakota share the exact same birthday, same year, same month, same day. Make me. Oh wait, no one. No, it's one or the other. Yeah. That's why we call each other twinsy. Because we're like basically born on the same fucking day. There's like 5 of us born on the same fucking day. Wow. Yee. Yeast. Butterfly. Makes me feel less old. You're only slightly older than me, aren't you? I can't remember. I think you're only like what 6 months to maybe like a year older than me. Yeah. Do you know what you could do then, Kim? You could technically be my sugar mommy. I could jokingly call you a cougar. You cougar. Oh, a 5 almost as much as the Orge anyway. Everyone on VRC calls me the winnow aunt now. I don't get on VRC often off stream. I'm always too fucking busy. I say I'm always busy. I'm constantly adding and tweaking mechanics on my avatar. Like this avatar has so many fucking cool features. Like the fact that my tail moves on its own and I don't have to tell it to do shit. It just does it. I love that. I built that system myself. I've got I have a thing with my underwear, which I might show you later, where I can grab them, pull them down, and then leave them halfway, and then like move my legs around, and it just stays where they need to stay. That's cool. I have a mechanic for the other platform, so when people tip me whilst I'm streaming on the other platform, it interacts with my things in its own way. Yes. Hot. Yes. God, yeah, there's like loads of mini mechanics on this avatar. I got face tracking. I have a lighting system so I can control my avatar's brightness. Which you can't see because this wait. Yeah, I can control my avatar's brightness and stuff. I can add more additional light if I want. The body has a bug. I need to fix that. But yeah. A smart switch. Yes, I've got like tons and tons of like little mechanics on this avatar to give me higher level fidelity in any and every world I choose to go to. Yeah. And I'm adding in a couple more. Okay, here's a smart switch. I'm a bottom. I'm full bottom energy. I can't top for shit. I can't top for shit. I can power bottom. That's like the most dom that I can be, but that's about it. I just can't not. I need to be impregnated. I don't feel rewarded unless I'm being creamed in. I wonder what's over that wall. I might have to check after the stream. Sorry, there's a huge green wall there, and I kind of want to go behind it to see what's behind it. I know this way is the town, but I haven't gone much further than the beach. There's a machine for that. I'm suddenly short. Thank you, waist tracking. I can't top because my doodle's missing. Yeah, but you have strap-on potential. You have strap-on potential. My doodle's present. My doodle just doesn't get strong enough. Everyone's playing Peak at the moment. Do I go Easter? My doodle won't be here long enough to top that low. Splint it with a gaffer tape and lolly sticks, improvise, adapt, overcome. Yeah, but if we improvise and adapt, overcome that way, I won't be able to come. Did you think about that? No. No. You know the trick is genuinely just to have us both have just a couple of extras in the room to fulfill us. You know, to fill us up instead of going the other way. You know that, right? Double-ended. Could go double-ended. Or we could just, I don't know, drag in a couple of extras to be like, Miss, you are the standing penis. Let's go. I'm a good girl, okay? I'm an innocent. Yes, I agree. See? Me and Kim gets it. Kim gets it. Kim's a good girl. Kim's an adorable, precious little bean. I'm all for equality. I love equality. I like proper equality, no, though, not like, women's rights. Meanwhile, less for men. I want, like, I'm a firm believer that guys should be allowed to, I'm a firm believer that I think guys should be allowed to catcall within reason. Obviously not be overly sexual, overly sexist about it. Like, turn around and go, damn your heart. You know, shit like that. I think that's fine. But in return, girls should be able to turn around and do the same. It's like, go like, damn, how big's that dick, boy? You know, shit like that. But guy can go up to a girl and say, damn, nice tit. She should be able to turn around and say, damn, the outline of your package looks fine in those spandex. You know, stupid shit like that. I'm for proper equality. Not like, wait, no, you're not allowed to do that. You can be chivalrous. You can be chivalrous if you choose. I mean, us girls do that just when they're already boinking. True. Not wrong. Not wrong. Right. My throat is hurting me because I've been talking. Right, so I'm sending y'all over to Issa because we love Issa. Issa's lovely and amazing and cute. And they're currently doing more Minecraft. I like your dick, G. Boing. But right, I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. I am going to the cinema with my dad, so I don't 100% know if I'm gonna be back in time to start stream. I may just end up taking tomorrow, so I'll be back. I will try my hardest to stream tomorrow. Can't 100% confirm it. One of the reasons why I'm streaming today, but I am going to try and do Saturdays more moving forward. I'm going to try to convince my dad to do Friday nights instead of Saturday mornings when it comes to us going to the store. But I'm going to send you wonderful fuckers over to Issa. They are cute, they are adorable, they are amazing. I'm going to go and jump on Kim a little in a moment. I'm not hungry. My throat just hurts from yapping for 2.5 hours straight. But I'm going to throw you guys over to Issa. They're playing Minecraft at the moment. I hope you enjoyed your day with me. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll make sure to be back here at least on Tuesday. And I will try to... I will try my hardest to be here tomorrow, but obviously can't confirm. If you haven't yet, please join the Discord so you can keep up to date. If not, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Can you guys stay safe, stay awesome, remember to tell someone you love them, drink plenty of water, and please stay safe during this hot weather. I want you guys to stay hydrated, not dehydrate, okay? I love you. I'll see you next stream. Mwah. Bye!